Lola Stewie catching some air.
Hey guys, one of the things I wanted to share with you in this video, or topic more or less, is being prepared out on the trail. So as I went through that shady part, I had hit a rock and created like a pinch flat, is what I've heard them called. Basically it's just like a very small tear in the tube that just ever so lightly leaks air out. And apparently with the way mine was cut or pinched, it would only leak if the bike was sitting just right on the tube. So go ahead and get into discussion with it and talk to you guys about my thoughts and ideas on it, and how I played out the rest of the day on this ride.
Get a bug out of my crawling out of my helmet here.
How you doing, man? It's kind of a cool route, huh? It is. It's
Roofies? I like those.
yeah, I see that. I'm filming you and you're like, I'm like,
Well, that tire looks like it's charging today.
that's the one that's over by Pioneerville.
He was saying he has to slow down a little bit because he's having trouble breathing.
He is, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Should we let him go up? Okay, he's waving us on.
Yeah.
That's got a thumper on it, man.
Oh, yeah. It's loud.
No wonder you never see any deer.
Yeah.
Getting back on topic, one of the first things I want to throw out there is my pride. When it comes to my machines, my bikes, anything, I'm very prideful on how meticulously they're kept. Now I understand, like tires wear and brakes wear and stuff like that. So, a worn tire, I don't put new tires on every time I go out and ride. But I take pride in the machines I have, so when I get them home and I'm working on them or checking them over for things, if they need service, I go ahead and take care of that. So when I experienced that pinch flat, I was actually to the point where I didn't want to say anything to anybody because I didn't want to hold them up, and I didn't want them to think, oh, here we got a rookie. I have no tools to change a front tire, and even if they did have the tools do it, it's just one of those time-consuming things. It was supposed to just be a nice, easy leisure ride on I believe it was a Saturday or Sunday that we went. Getting past that, let's talk about the tools. With that pinch flat, if I'd have been by myself and say, I did want to go ahead and change that, do I have the proper tools to do that? At the time I didn't. So since then, I've picked up a front tube. Actually, I've already replaced the front tube with a new tire as well. Also having the tools to change that tire on the trail side, and having a backup tube to go along with it. I've heard a lot about the guys that go out and you could be 50 to 100 miles out from anything. So something you might want to have with you if this is something you're going to be doing. Second thing, and this is going to be more of a question for the experienced guys, or just ideas maybe. The rim lock, especially on the DRZ 400E, I believe it's designed to hold the tire onto the rim in case of a flat tire like this was. So it wasn't really, to me, and just in my mind was thinking, well, if I got the rim lock holding the tire on, then I should still be able to ride. It just reduced steering, like the bars would be heavier and everything because the tire is basically flat. Now, Lonely Stewart and I, once we did get up to Idaho City, we took a look at it, and yeah, you can see here I'm looking down at it. And guys, it's flat. Yeah, I could have said something, but I didn't. But like I said, over at Idaho City, Lonely Stewart and I went ahead and pumped it up and went into the restaurant for lunch just to see if it'd hold air or what the deal was. Came out about an hour later and the tire was still full, so didn't think anything of it. Figured maybe it's just leaky valve stem or something. We rode probably 14-15 miles on the pavement back to Rocky Canyon or something like that, or Roby Creek. Anyway, got to Roby Creek area and the tire was flat again. So filled the tire back up, rode another 7 miles up over the hillside up into Boise, and the tire was flat again. So at that point, filled it up again, and before I even got out of town, it was flat. So I just rode it home, bought a new tire.
Oh, you know where we are?
I think that's Grimes Creek, right?
Yeah.
That's all I know. I mean, other than the state of Idaho.
Yeah.
We'll take a moment here.
Yeah, I've never been here. There's a lot of places I haven't been.
So anyway, here we are crossing Grimes Creek. Just something, I wanted to share with you guys on my travels and while I was learning things. To have the proper tools and spare parts needed when you're out on the trail and stuff. It could have been worse, with the tire coming off the rim. That would have been a big problem, but it didn't. So that was it. Hey guys, thanks for tuning into the Piston Slap channel. I'm Robert. If you have any questions or comments, or maybe any suggestive things that would help me out down the road, drop them in that comment section below. I would appreciate that very much. Like I said again, thanks for tuning into the Piston Slap channel. I'm Robert. Ride safe, guys.
That's a fun crossing, huh?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's bigger than the last one I went across.
Yeah, that's a cool one.